Passion our purpose, profit our pain. I don't want my name to ever be in vain. A life full of substance is the only thing that will remain the same. Millennial thoughts. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Millennial Thoughts with your girl Alicia. I hope y'all have been enjoying yourself. I know I even put an episode out a little bit, but we quarantining, so I'm coming back with some episodes for y'all. And today I have a guest. Her name is Tandee. She's also a fellow podcaster. And we're just on here talking about life as a millennial, adulting, achieving your dreams, goals, and all that. So just wanted to introduce her, and then we'll start the conversation. Make sure you rate us and follow us on Instagram to stay up with us, and like us on Facebook. Thank you for joining me today, Tandee. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. How is the quarantine life going for you?
Oh, it's going good. It's almost my everyday life because I'm so introverted. I'm in the house anyway.
It didn't even matter till you did it.
Nope.
I'm cracking up. That's so funny. So you just like, okay, you could do this. It's really not that bad.
Nope, not bad at all.
Oh, where are you located at, like the state?
I am located in Georgia.
Oh my goodness. I think I need to relocate there. Are you in Atlanta?
No, I'm a couple hours south
Okay.
of Atlanta, but it's just a short ride.
Okay. I know there a lot of people are like in Atlanta or something like that, like Atlanta or whatever is popping stuff. So I was asking. So honestly, during this quarantine or whatever, I was talking a lot about like online networking and stuff like that. And I really feel like this time is to online network. And I think that some people don't know how to do it necessarily. I've been doing some lives and I've been doing some talking on like Instagram and stuff. And I just think it's so important for people to know how to connect with people online if they want to build a brand, if they want to start a business and different things like that, because we can't even go outside. So I really think that it's just a way to learn how to connect. And that's why I was asking like where you were at, because I feel like it's really important for people to know that one thing I do is online network. Like I just ask people that want to be a part of this, want to do this, want to do that. And there's like nobody in my city for real that I know that does the same things that I do. I don't know them. I don't see them. And so one thing that I really harp on is online networking and the reasons why they should online network and how to online network so that you can be able to like build your tribe and reach your audience and different things like that. If that's something that you're interested in doing, even if you don't have a business, I think it's still important to just, be able to connect with others. And so
Absolutely.
I was just wanting to bring that point up because I was like, I really been talking about that a lot. And I think that like that's a good thing too, leading in the segue of the quarantine and just meeting people and knowing that like usually when I do podcast interviews, they are never where I am at. Like it's always there in California, DC, New York, Georgia, Florida, like everybody. I did a whole season last December, and everybody I interviewed was out of town. And so I just think nowadays people really might not know how to do it, or they don't really know the significance of it. And I think it is honestly really important. So I didn't mean to go on a tangent with that, but I wanted to put that out there. And if you wanted to give just like a short bio or synopsis of just you, some of us can know who you are, that'd be great.
Awesome. So, hi guys. My name is Tandee Salter. I am a millennial. I'm also a podcaster. My show is the Tandee Salter Show, where I speak about women empowerment in business education. I am a leadership coach and trainer. I help women learn how to be more confident leaders. I'm also a best-selling Amazon author, and I love networking, which is how I got here. Networking starts, of course, with a conversation. So just get out there and have some more conversations with people.
Yes, most definitely. So you said you have the book, and then you said your podcast for women to help them with leadership. What got you into wanting to become like the go-to person or helping people or helping women become more confident within leadership?
Um, it's a combination of education and personal experience. Um,
Mm-hmm.
when I got the opportunity to become, first of all, I got the degrees they told us to get, and I kept getting denied for positions. and
Oh my gosh, that is my life right now.
and
I'm so sorry.
exactly. So, and then I got the opportunity to move into management. And in my transition to management, I had a lot of different difficulties as far as adjusting from being an employee to being a manager to
Mm-hmm.
um, separating my friendships from the people I had started building connections with to trying to learn all the different systems and processes within the company. And so I remember going to some people that were like higher than me. Some of them were helpful and some of them not so helpful. And I felt like I struggled for a little while until I started to like find my place and find my way as a leader in myself. And
Mm-hmm.
and then in talking to a lot of other women around me, I recognize a lot of women don't see themselves as leaders, or they're not confident
Mm-hmm.
to try to even apply for leadership positions. And so
The,
I just took
oh,
to it. I
sorry.
really took to it. I like read countless books. I had already taken some classes in school, so I picked up some more books and just dove into it. So just education and experience.
Yeah. Side note, I actually have my well, I have my master's degree, but I have a certificate in organizational leadership. And although it's like around it's working in organizations and different things like that, I like student leaderships, and I think knowing that, becoming that leader and stuff like that, I think it's so important to start it from a young age. And so I wanted to ask you, do you think that leaders are born, or do you think they are made?
That's a good one. That's one that always seems like kind of in between.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are certainly cases where people are natural leaders and it's just always in them. And there's other cases where you really have to teach people, like, okay, there is maybe it's a little bit in there and we can tweak these skills and show you how to use them as a leader so that and then that person becomes a leader.
I do see what you're saying, because well, growing up, people were like, "Oh, you're so bossy," and they're like, that's a bad connotation. But it's like, no, now it's like, tell somebody they're bossy, like, okay, you can lead this, you can lead that. And I was in this class, and I don't know if you know about her. Actually, I forgot her name. I think it's like Cheryl or Shirley, something like that. She worked for Facebook, and she did something about women in leadership, and that always got me interested in it, because if you look at the top, there's really not that many people in leadership, women in leadership, and then there's really not that many Black women in
Oh
leadership
yeah,
position.
Cheryl Sandberg.
Cheryl Sandberg.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
like her book is amazing. It's actually one of my favorite books I've read so far
Oh,
as women.
what? Mm-hmm.
So I can definitely understand what she's saying and how it's important, like her books, lean in. It's important for us to lean into the opportunities and to become the leaders.
Lean in. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's what it's called.
Yes. So it doesn't happen a lot,
Definitely. I
but
haven't
we've
read
got
the
to do
book.
more of it.
Yeah, no, I haven't read her book, but I've seen it, I definitely think I'm a leader, and I definitely think that I can lead, and so that's just, but that's me knowing, like, I'm like, I know what good leadership is, I know what bad leadership is, like seeing it, but also even taking like personality quizzes and things like that, and I think it really just it goes into like knowing yourself, because I mean everybody can't be a leader, and some people do want to be followers, but because they just don't know or whatever, but I do think it's important to even think about like how I can be a leader, maybe just like in my life, in my day to day, like not just going with the flow, like having everybody tell you what you should do, like making your own decisions for yourself.
Yeah. And I remember like one thing I always stress to people is everyone has a leader. The question is whether or not you're going to be a good leader. Because when you go into the dictionary and the thesaurus, a leader is pretty much someone that influences, that guides, supports, or directs people. And so, in
Mm-hmm.
that sense, we all lead somebody. We all direct people. Even as parents, you direct your children to take baths and eat food, and even Even in a classroom, the teacher is the leader because they're leading the students. Even as an entrepreneur, you're directing or supporting and leading your clients. So everyone has the potential, but everyone doesn't recognize it, and everyone is not a good leader.
Definitely see. And so you said that you do consulting to help women become leaders. Is that what you focus on? Or you focus on women who want to be leaders, if that's even a difference than what I
Some of
just said?
both. Women who are in leadership, I help them improve their skills. And if there's someone that's thinking about leadership, help them learn how that they can step into leadership.
Okay, I see what you're saying. And you were saying, going back to what you were talking about, is like, so when you were applying for jobs, is that what you're saying? Like, you feel like you had the education and the experience, and you just weren't able to land a job, so you just basically like created one for yourself, or did someone say like, "Oh, you should start a business," or were you just like, "I want to start this business because I see the opportunity"?
I would say a combination of both. I've always wanted to have my own business. I didn't necessarily know what it was going to be. I just knew I was going to have some type of business. And then I was having a conversation with a couple of friends of mine, and they always came to me for like advice and things like that. And they said, "Why don't you start a business? Why don't you help teach other people?" I was like, I think maybe this should be the business I start. And so it just kind of everything collided.
Okay. And how long, if people are interested like in the program, or like how long have you been doing the teaching women leaders?
I have been in business since 2014. I've been coaching.
Okay. That's great. 6 years. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's so good. And so I guess like what are some things, if people are interested or people wanting to know like what your program helps them do, or if they were interested in your program, how would they even go about it if they want to be leaders, if they want to learn better skills to become a leader?
The first thing that I focus on with anyone was actually two things actually is your identity and knowing who you are and being confident in that person, because a lot of times we get caught up in being or trying to be like everyone else, especially with social media, comparing ourselves to people or trying to be like someone else. I like to say it's time to take off your makeup and your mask and be the person you truly are. And then from there, learn how to build your confidence and stand in that and be that person no matter what.
Okay, I see what you're saying. And so within that, then like within like starting there, and then that's when you go into the other like modules and trainings of how to be a leader, because that is true. I feel like social media now, it could be hiding because now everybody's on social media, but then I think that everybody's taking a chill pill too, maybe from social media, because they're like so much is going on, they can't do anything. And so I feel like we're kind of in this in between.
Yeah, it's kind of a in between. There's still some people on there though, but without
Yeah,
being
yeah. Like some people are comparing, but some people are sharing about Corona, and so some people are just trying to live day by day.
yeah, and then of course, some people I hate to say it, but some people can't pretend like they're used to because all the beauty shops are closed.
And that's what I was going to say too. That was my next thing. I'm like, but the people they're looking up to, the people who travel, the influencers, they can't do nothing. So they can't go nowhere. That's
Unless they're
exactly what I
wanting
was
to
about to
do
say.
their own hair and makeup and nails, some of them are
Mm-hmm.
going to struggle. And I'm like, hey, look, hey, just let the real you shine. I'm natural anyway, so my hair is just there. So
That's true. I'm not true, but yeah, that's true. That's what I was thinking. The people that y'all looking up to, they can't even do nothing now. So just do you. That's what.
exactly.
That's true, because hair salons, unless you have a personal stylist or something like that, or a personal nail person, you really can't get nothing done.
Yes, like there's some things I can just do by myself, but the rest of them, I was like, oh man, all appointments are canceled.
I know, and that's so sad. And speaking of that, in your business, see, your business is kind of like over the phone. I don't know if you meet people or whatever, but even that would think about entrepreneurship, I would have never thought that shops would close down ever in my life. And I know probably people wouldn't think that either, but I'm just thinking about like the Asians and like the nail salons, the hair salons, the black people hair salons, the barber shops, and all stuff, like all the service stuff that you do. It's like a chunk of their money gone, and they may or may not have money in place to keep up, for these next how many ever weeks we're in the house. Don't want to jinx it.
Exactly. I think many of them held on as long as they could, but this is definitely forcing people to make some changes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, with all of the changes happening, it's giving you a different way to look at your business and be creative and multiple streams of income. And so,
Yeah, which I don't think really people have that. I don't think people really have that many multiple streams of income. And also, I guess it's kind of hard too because they're like, oh, because that money is quick, easy money and stuff like that. But when it closes down, it's just like, well, what else can you do? Can you teach people? Do you have something else? And it's like, it's just so sad that they didn't have anything in place.
Yeah, I think that
To
everyone has the ability
create
to
another
teach people
stream.
something. They just have to really look into it.
What did you say?
Everyone has the ability to teach something. They have to look into it.
Everybody has the ability to teach something. I've been thinking about that, and I'm just like, what can I teach though? Because I want to be able to do something. But I'm like, I don't even know what I can teach. And so just thinking about that is really just like so hard. Like, what can I teach? What can I put out there? What can I provide as value? So
it's probably easier than you think. A lot of times when I speak with entrepreneurs, it's okay, what comes easiest to you that doesn't come easy to other people? And what do people ask you the most questions about?
That's the thing. What if nobody asks you any questions? It's like, yeah, what comes easy to me, but it's like, do people want to know about this? Do people want to do this? That's why I just think it's so funny.
When I tell women,
it's like so hard too.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, it's like I can teach this, I can teach that, but people aren't really asking like, oh, how do you do this or how do you do that or did this? And I'm just like, okay, like that's I don't know if entrepreneur. Well, I mean, like entrepreneurship might be for me, but it might be in a different way. That's why I do a podcast, I blog, and also the YouTube. So people are like, oh, you're always so consistent. You're so consistent. And stuff like that. I'm like, okay, thank you, that's great, but I need consistency to be monetization.
Well, some people can't get the money because they don't know how to be consistent.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I know. Oh, well, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I'm consistent, but I can't get the money. So I think I'm the opposite.
I think you could get it. It's just
That's funny.
a matter of.
What did you say?
You can get it. It's just a matter of time and practice.
It's a matter of trying and practice. Is that what you said? I couldn't really hear you. It was like the background or something. Okay, yes. So I was saying that I feel like I know how to be consistent just because I have like a schedule and stuff like that, but then I feel like it's hard to monetize. And I guess the different things that I do is hard to monetize. And sometimes I think I'm like so young that it's like I don't really know if people will like listen to me and doing what I do, and just trying to find that target market or audience to sell to. I feel like that's my part. That's hard. Oh, I was gonna say, who's your target audience? Like when you say women, is it like all women, or is it like millennial women, older women?
I typically work with women that are between 25 and 35, within 3 to 5 years in business. There have been a few cases where maybe like one-offs where they're in their first or second year of business, but generally my clients are within 3 years or more.
Oh, okay. So you work with people who like are like have a 9 to 5 mainly, and they want to like climb up the ladder and stuff like that.
I do have some that have 9 to 5s, but the majority of my clients are actually entrepreneurs.
Oh, majority. Okay, you did say something entrepreneurs. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. And so they just want the leadership just to know, just for themselves.
Yeah, to help them be better, especially when, for example, I have one client. She's in a position now where she's preparing to start hiring people. And when you hire people, you want to have those leadership skills in place and know how to manage and lead people.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it causes you to struggle.
Mm-hmm. That's a good.
So, like,
That's a good thing. She's about to hire people.
yes, I'm excited for her.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. So, oh, that's actually good too, because entrepreneurs sometimes they don't even know what they're doing. So to have somebody help teach them that part, and they don't have to go to school for it. It's like that is their school. I'm a one-on-one coach. That's really great too. So different ways to be able to learn the skill or learn how to do it. That's really great as well. See, that's what I think. I know. I think it's like something specific, and that's what I have to figure out. I'm always thinking like, what can I teach people? Like, I know, I feel like I can teach it, but it's like something that I've learned. What can I teach that other people need? I think that's what it is. And you know how you have
I think that's important.
and they be like, well, what problems can you solve? I be so that's why I be over it sometimes doing the business or whatever they be saying. They be like, what problem can you solve? What can you do here? What can you do here? And I'm just like, I have no idea. And then one time I was like, okay, I can do leadership. Or like, okay, I can do content care. Like, okay, I can do this. But I think it's just like so much stuff that it kind of gets overwhelming where you don't really know what to do, you don't really know where to go and different things like that. I think that's this generation, like they do want to do things, they do want to work for themselves, they do want to be able to put out different things, but it's just like it's so lost in the sauce. Like, yeah, I'm over here talking about this now, like, okay, yeah, go to school, get a job, but plenty of ways we've seen that after school you're not even guaranteed a 9 to 5 job. And
That is absolutely true.
and then I'm like, I was thinking today, like literally before we got on the phone, I'm like, what did I even learn in school? Like, well, I seen this girl and she was like writing a paper, and I'm like, I was writing papers, but what did I even learn about those papers? Like, what did this education even do for me? Like, just put me in debt. And it's like, what did I even do? Like, did I learn a skill? Like, what did I learn in school that I can recreate to help somebody else? And I'm just like thinking about that. I'm like, I just don't even know. Like, I spent all the time to go to school to not even be able to have one piece of paper and then a paper of a resume, and then they want a cover letter and they want all these experiences, and you did education and you can't even get a job. And one thing, this lady, I had an interview with her, and she literally asked me like, well, what about your age? And I'm like, she was like, well, your age is so closely to the population you'll be working with. And I'm like, now my age is a factor. I went to school and I had degrees and I had experience. Now I can't get a job because my age is too close to the population I'm about to work with. Like, I just don't understand.
Yeah, that's definitely should never be a factor. Your age should never be a factor in getting jobs. Matter of fact, it's illegal.
That is
But
illegal. I was thinking it was illegal too. I thought maybe that was.
that's a whole different
I
discussion.
thought that was an illegal.
But
I thought that was illegal. An illegal question to ask, but I really don't even know how to even go about that.
yeah, so I was like, that's a whole other discussion. That's the first part. But I think the thing is with millennials, we have a lot of us. I'm not gonna say all millennials because I know some lazy ones, but I'm gonna say a lot of us have this drive and desire to push further and to go for so much more than just getting a regular job, work it 40 years, retire, and all of that. We want to own our own businesses and build our own legacies. And what it comes down to is learning the skills that we have or even the experience that we have and how to use that in a business mindset. And like, I'll even go so far as to say is like a free coaching tip for you. People have complimented you on your consistency and how do you get everything done. That's easily time management skills that you have that you can teach someone else. There are several people like that are like productivity coaches, but everybody can't coach one person. There's almost 8 billion people in the world. So maybe you might be that person that comes in and says, let me help you learn how to manage your time so you're able to be more consistent.
That's true. I would have never thought about it like that. So thank you. I would have never thought about that. I'm just like, that's what I'm just like, okay. And that's what I think too. That's one thing I don't really know how to do transferables, because I'm like, okay, I see this, I see that, but I don't really know how to make it into something, if that makes any sense. And so yeah, I think that's another thing too. It's just like knowing what you have and are able to do it. But I don't. But then going back to, okay, so even if I did do that, it's like, yeah, people are saying that, but are they really going to pay me to teach them how to be productive? Are people really going to buy into it, seeing what I do and putting it out there? That's all. Like, I think all
Yeah,
about that too.
I think that's the part
Mm-hmm.
of that. The biggest part with that, with anything for any type of business, is get in front of the right people.
Mm-hmm.
Because people will always spend money for what they want and what they need, more so what they want than not necessarily what they
That's
need.
true.
Right, like right now, people are going crazy for like toilet paper and stuff. But don't you need food as well? Or I went into the store one day and I was like, all the toilet paper is gone, but don't you need to buy some of this toothpaste too?
Yeah.
They, and it's
No, I think that got.
so it's like they wanted the toilet paper because they were fearful of running out. They wanted the toilet paper because that's what they saw everybody else getting.
Mm-hmm.
So people are always,
No, that is
even
true.
they have toilet paper at home, they still bought more because they felt they needed it. So people always spend money. It's just a matter of what they think they need, and business owners or companies get in front of the right people.
No, that is true. I do see what you're saying. That's what somebody else was talking about too. It's like, people, like, if people see more people doing it, then they're going to tag along with it. And so I think that is a great point, because I know everybody's like, time management, time management. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I don't even understand why everybody's getting toilet paper. At first, I thought it was just like a funny thing where people were doing it, but now I'm like, okay, everybody is really doing it, getting toilet paper. You go and you can only get one box of toilet paper and all this stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so crazy. Like, what is this world coming to? So I think that is really interesting as well. I know we kind of got off on a tangent, but yeah, I just think it really just, I don't even know. I just think it really goes to show, like, millennials, like, are just in like a different. It's just like a different way, like, what they want to do, and yeah, they don't really want to stick to the 40 hours. They really want to create their own thing, and they want to start their own stuff. And I just really feel like there has to be some way to do something. I don't know what it is, but has to be some way to do it. And I guess we just have to figure it out. But that's the journey of adulting.
Yeah, adulting can be hard sometimes. Sometimes, like, can I get a bonus check for this?
Yeah.
Because this is hard work.
Right. So can I get a stimulus check every month? Because maybe I still don't know what I'm doing. And so I think that is so interesting. Was there
As a millennial, is to remember not all statistics have to apply to you.
mm,
I remember my freshman year in college, I had a course, like a introductory to college course, and the professor was sharing with us how, on average, it takes people 4.5 to 6 years to complete a 4-year degree. And in my mind, I was like, oh no, that's not going to be me. I'm not going to be a statistic. And so I like really truly buckled down, took a full load every semester, went every summer so that I was able to actually finish in 3 years. And even now, when I look at some of the statistics and stereotypes that people place on the millennial generation as far as being entitled, people have said millennials are lazy. Some people have said millennials are not loyal. And the fact is, you may have found that in some cases, but all of those statistics and stereotypes do not have to apply to you. You make a decision as to who you are and where you stand. Don't let anyone else define you.
That's true. Yeah, that is definitely true. I definitely believe that, and I can see that. Yeah, because they're always saying this, and that. They say millennials aren't loyal to companies, but it looks like companies aren't loyal to employees. With all this going around.
I think it goes both ways.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about like right now specifically, because people, like, they don't have jobs and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about, not in general all the time, but that is what they do say. So I don't know, but I guess we shall see. I guess we shall see. But I definitely thank you for coming on the podcast and chatting with me. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and you can let people know
Of course.
where they can follow you at if they're interested in your stuff that you're doing, your podcast, your website, Instagram, whatever you have.
So I made it super easy for you guys to find me. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. All of it is Tandee Salter. And my name is Tandee. So double E, no Y, no I, double E. And my website is tandeesalter.com. For anyone that wants to talk with me about coaching, about leadership, or maybe you just have a quick question about starting a business, go to bit.ly/talk to Tandee and book a call. The first 15 minutes is absolutely free. So we can talk about what's on your mind within those 15 minutes.
Yay, I might be needing that call after this. I'm cracking up. But yes, thank you so much for coming on talking about leadership, life as a millennial, and the tips and tricks. And so definitely appreciate it. Definitely hope you enjoy the rest of your day and your quarantine. I know you said that you it's not really changed because you like being in the house because you're an introvert, but you know, it's okay.
Introverts,
Yes.
this is introverts. We stay in the house, we stay in small groups.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I think I'm more of an extrovert, but it's okay because actually, I mean, I'm still chilling, just staying in the house. So you know, that's what I can do. So yes, thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day. I'll be talking to you soon.